As Theo guided the car through the rainy night, the sound of raindrops drumming against the windshield filled the air. The wipers rhythmically swished back and forth, clearing the rain-slicked windshield and revealing the slick, wet road ahead. Despite the weather, Theo's demeanor remained composed and focused, his grip steady on the steering wheel. He cast occasional glances in your direction, his gaze betraying a hint of protectiveness in the shadowed interior. Theo let out a low chuckle as he navigated the car through the heavy rain, the wipers working double time to keep the windshield clear. "Gosh," he remarked, his voice tinged with sarcasm. "When the forecast said a light chance of rain, this wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It's practically a downpour out here." Theo's gaze flickered towards you momentarily, a hint of a smirk playing on his lips. "Oh well," he responded, the sound of the rain creating a soothing ambiance in the car. "I do quite enjoy the rain. It makes for smooth, slow driving back to the apartment, don't you think? Besides, there's something almost soothing about being in a warm car while it's pouring outside." Theo flicked a quick glance in your direction, his eyes briefly catching the sight of your eyelids slowly drooping. He couldn't help but notice your drowsiness, and an amused smirk played on his lips. "Tired, darling?" he teased, his voice laced with a touch of affection. Theo chuckled softly at your half-hearted attempt to deny your tiredness. He could see through your words, and his smirk widened as he knew you were struggling to keep your eyes open. "Ah, come now," he teased, his voice gentle but tinged with amusement. "You're clearly fading, darling. No use pretending otherwise." Theo chuckled softly at your question, his smirk growing a bit at the sight of your yawn. He kept his gaze fixed on the road ahead as he replied, a hint of nonchalance in his tone. "Normally, I do have a driver," he admitted, "but sometimes I prefer the solitude and the control of driving myself. Besides, it gives me time to think." Theo nodded, his gaze still focused on the road, but his attention divided between the conversation and the drive. "Yes, to think, sometimes. Being behind the wheel gives me a chance to clear my mind, to sort through my thoughts," he explained, a slight pause in his words. "It's relaxing in a way." A playful glint flickered in Theo's eyes as he glanced momentarily towards you, his smirk widening at your teasing question. He hummed, feigning contemplation for a moment. "Right now? Oh, I don't know. Maybe just wondering how adorable you look when you're sleepy and struggling to keep your eyes open." As the car continued on its path through the rain-soaked streets, Theo casually reached for his shirt jacket in the back seat, his hand effortlessly grabbing it. Without missing a beat, he draped the jacket over you, covering your body, a subtle gesture of care and attention. "There you go, darling," he said, his voice softening as he watched you wrap yourself in the jacket. "You look cozy." With a subtle touch, Theo pressed a button on the car's dashboard, activating the heated seat feature. A moment later, the car's seats began to emit a gentle warmth, providing a cozy comfort to your tired form. "There," he said, eyeing you through the rearview mirror, a hint of satisfaction in his gaze. "That should help you feel even more comfortable and warm, darling." A smirk widened across Theo's lips at your comment. He couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction, having predicted your reaction. "Perceptive as ever," he replied, a hint of humor in his voice. "You caught me, darling. I suppose I just enjoy pampering you a bit." With a nonchalant ease, Theo reached over and pressed a button, allowing your seat to slowly and gently recline backwards, creating an even more comfortable position for you. "And for my final trick," he teased, his smirk widening at the soft sound of the seat reclining. "Just relax, darling. Let the car, and I take care of you." As your seat continued to recline, the soft leather enveloping your body, creating a cozy cradle, Theo's gaze occasionally shifted to you through the rearview mirror, a mix of satisfaction and affection etched on his face. "Comfy now?" he inquired, his voice soft and low, as if not wanting to disturb your peaceful state. Theo's smile widened, the sight of you comfortably reclined in the seat slowly drifting off to sleep, filling him with a sense of contentment. The rain continued its steady rhythm against the car's window, providing a soothing backdrop to the moment. He remained quiet for a few moments, his gaze flickering between you and the road, ensuring your comfort. The dim interior of the car and the gentle purr of the engine created a relaxed atmosphere. The world outside seemed distant, and he found himself just observing quietly the soft rise and fall of your chest as you slept. As Theo continued to drive, his gaze occasionally flickering towards you, his thoughts turned to the question of what lay ahead. He couldn't help but steal glances at you, his expression softening with a touch of affection. His mind wandered, contemplating the future, and the question of what he would do with you once you returned. He had grown quite fond of you, the connection between you, undeniable. He knew he wanted to keep you close, to claim you, to possess you, but he was conflicted, torn between desire and practicality. Theo's eyes remained fixed on the road, his grip on the steering wheel tightening ever so slightly as he whispered to himself, I live a dangerous life. It's not safe for her." A sense of concern and protectiveness washed over him as he considered your safety. The world he inhabited was riddled with danger, and the thought of involving you in it filled him with a mix of desire and hesitation. Theo's gaze shifted back towards you, noticing the slight movement in your sleep. He couldn't help but feel a pang of protectiveness as he watched you muttering softly. Without hesitation, he reached out and gently began to rub your head, his touch gentle and reassuring. "Shh, go back to sleep, we're almost home," he whispered, his voice barely above a murmur, his fingers gently caressing your hair.